Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you are aware, on the 3rd of July, the case of the disappearance of Srimati Laila Khan and her family was transferred to the crime branch by the Director General of Police. Initially, the inquiries were being done by the Asif Police, Igatpuri Police Station. We also had a missing complaint registered at Oshiwara Police Station in December 2011. Our team went to Kishtawar district in Jammu and Kashmir, where on a production warrant on the 8th we brought Parvez age 30, resident of Kishtwar. We produced him in court before the Honorable Magistrate. On the 9th, the Magistrate was kind enough to grant us custody to the 19th. Following his interrogation, he confessed to having murdered Srimati Laila Khan along with her entire family. And yesterday, that is on the 10th, he agreed to point out the spot where he had disposed of the bodies. Accordingly, yesterday, teams from 5 units of the crime branch, along with experts from the Forensic Science Laboratory and doctors from the Department of Forensic Anatomy and Toxicology of the JJ Hospital, departed for Igatpuri in the morning. Throughout the day, they conducted an operation there, and we have been able to recover 6 human skeletons. These skeletons were found in a pit which had been dug. The size of the pit is estimated to be about 12 feet long by 8 feet in width and about 6 feet deep. This pit had apparently been dug, perhaps for an underground water tank, storage water tank. 3 bodies were first placed at the bottom of the pit. Over that, Shahbad stone, those bodies were covered with Shahbad stone. On top of that, blood-soaked mattresses and pillows were placed. Again, 3 bodies were put. And again, on top of that, blood-soaked mattresses and pillows were placed. Again, 3 bodies were put. And again, Shahbad stone was placed on these bodies. And finally, the entire pit was covered with mud. Perhaps the reason for placing these stones was to make sure that animals, wild animals, don't dig there and up these bodies. Also, the mattresses and the pillows were blood-soaked, hence the destruction of evidence was the motive. We have also recovered 1 iron rod, which we just showed you, with blood stains on it, 2 knives with blood stains on it, and we have also recovered some pieces of jewelry, including some finger rings, etc., which were found on the skeletons. At least 3 of the skeletons have skull fractures, and other injuries have also been found, which were sustained. The doctors opined that these are all ante-mortem injuries, injuries which have been sustained before death. The condition, as I said, they are really skeletons, and those skeletons have been exhumed, they have been placed in forensic bags and sent for forensic testing, including DNA sampling. Till such time as we get the DNA reports I would not confirm the identity of these skeletons. However, we will say that since Parvez Iqbal Tak has led us to those skeletons and he has told the entire sequence of events, which also matches other evidence that we have on record, it is reasonably likely that these skeletons belong to Srimati Laila Khan and her family, which consists of Srimati Celina Nadir Shah Patel, age 52, Srimati Azmina Nadir Shah Patel, age 32, Srimati Laila Khan, age 30, Kumari Zara Nadir Shah Patel, age 25, Imran Nadir Shah Patel, age 25, and Reshma Sagir Khan, alias Talli, age 19. So this is the 6 people who were found missing, against whom missing complaints have been registered. And these are the 6 people who Parvez Iqbal Tak says he has murdered. Now, as far as the sequence of events is concerned, on the 2nd of, I must first say that Parvez Iqbal Tak claims to be, much of what I am telling you is based on the interrogation of Parvez Tak. He claims to be the 3rd husband of Srimati Celina Patel, and they have been living together for about 2 years before the disappearance, which is about February 2011. The sequence of events is that on the 2nd of February 2011, the family decided to go, this entire family, the people I have named, for a family holiday to Igatpuri, to their farmhouse. They had just renovated the farmhouse. Just 1 minute. So, please, if you don't mind. They had just renovated the farmhouse, and so they wanted to go there and spend some time there. However, Parvez, Celina and Talli, they went there first. They stayed there from the 2nd to the 7th, expecting the others to join them. On the 7th, late night, they returned back to their flat in Ushiwara. Just as they returned, late in the night, they saw that Laila Khan, along with her sister Azmina, her sister Zara and brother Imran, were ready to go to Igatpuri. So accordingly, Laila left along with her 3 siblings. She herself drove the black-colored Mitsubishi Outlander vehicle, which was in her name and ownership. Meanwhile, since Parvez, Celina had just returned, they rested for a few hours, and on the 7th, by the afternoon, they also reached Igatpuri. On the 7th, they went to town. They bought some groceries and some chicken and some bread and things like that. In the night, they had a barbecue. I don't know, many of you have seen that farmhouse. It's a very scenic and beautiful location. There was some music played. They danced. After that, at about 1 o'clock in the morning, they retired to their bedrooms, which are on the 1st floor. After some time, Celina and Parvez got into a heated debate which lasted for some time. Celina and Parvez appeared to have come down from the 1st floor to the ground floor. The heated debate continued, at which stage Parvez hit Celina with a blunt object on her head, injuring her grievously and causing her death. On hearing her cries, the other members of the family, they came running down. They got into a situation. Blows were exchanged. Meanwhile, Parvez called out to Shakir Hussain, who is a Kashmiri watchman who himself had kept about 2 months previously. And along with Shakir, Parvez, using these weapons which we have just shown you, they murdered this entire family. You must remember there was only one male member, that is Imran, who is about 25 years old. The body which the doctors say is the male body, the others are all female bodies, bears very severe fractures on the skull, which indicates that they have neutralized Imran with heavy blows and then done away with the other female family members. After that, as I described, they put the bodies, they lay them in the pit, as I had just described to you. They covered it with mud. In the meanwhile, Parvez also sustained some injuries. The injuries are still there on his body, on his hands, on his head and other places. And then they went to Ghoti, which is about 7 or 8 kilometers from Igatpuri. It's a small town. There they contacted a local travel agent, requested him to arrange 2 drivers to travel to Jammu. The drivers were arranged. That very evening, on the 9th, they left. They first went to the Oshiwara flat. We are not yet certain what are the things they took, but since nothing was found in the Oshiwara flat, we can reasonably believe that they must have cleaned the flat out. Nothing valuable was found. And then they left back to Igatpuri. They collected the other vehicle. They had gone to Mumbai in the Scorpio. They collected the Mitsubishi. And they reached Jammu on the 12th. On the 14th, the Jammu and Kashmir police found the abandoned Scorpio, and then they made inquiries about the ownership, etc. You're aware of that. So this is basically the sequence of events which has happened. We have so far, as I said, recovered 6 skeletons, human skeletons. The initial forensic report, which the doctors gave us on the spot, say that 5 are female, 1 is male. As I said, substantial injuries, including head injuries, have been sustained. We have found some weapons, which I just showed you, some identifiable pieces of jewelry, which will also help us in identifying the bodies. DNA testing will be done, and we will now continue with the investigation. We have custody of Parvez, like I said, till the 19th. If necessary, we will ask for further custody. So this is, ladies and gentlemen, the sequence of events as it has happened. If you have any questions, I would be ready to. मोटिव इसमें जो परवेज के इंटरोगेशन से पता चला है, इसमें 2-3 मोटिव्स हो सकते हैं. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, परवेज 3rd हस्बैंड है. जो 2nd उनका श्रीमती सेलिना का हस्बैंड है, उसका नाम है आसिफ शेख. ये आसिफ शेख अभी भी फैमिली से कांटेक्ट में था तब तक, फरवरी तक, लास्ट फरवरी तक. और ये चीज परवेज को पसंद नहीं थी. शायद श्रीमती सेलिना आसिफ को ट्रस्ट करती थी, आसिफ को प्रेज करती थी. ये चीज परवेज को अच्छी नहीं लगती थी. ये एक मोटिव है, उससे उनका आर्ग्यूमेंट डेवलप हुआ. दूसरा मोटिव ये भी है कि ये पूरी फैमिली दुबई को माइग्रेट होने वाली थी. इस सिलसिले में थोड़ा एविडेंस हमारे सामने अभी आ रहा है. लैला along with the entire family. परवेज का कहना है कि उसके पास पासपोर्ट नहीं है, and he was feeling stranded, he was feeling abandoned by the whole thing. और तीसरी बात ये भी है, जैसा मैंने कहा, कि सेलिना, श्रीमती सेलिना आसिफ को ट्रस्ट करती थी. आसिफ को फैमिली प्रॉपर्टी की कीज भी, वो मीरा रोड की एक प्रॉपर्टी थी, वो कीज उसके पास थी. पावर ऑफ अटर्नी उसके फेवर में था डिस्पोजल ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी के लिए. तो ये सब चीज़ों की वजह से आर्ग्यूमेंट्स हुए और ये डेवलप हुआ, ऐसा परवेज का कहना है. बट इट इज़ पॉसिबल दैट ही इज़ डेवलपिंग अ डिफेंस. इट इज़ पॉसिबल दैट ही इज़ एक्सप्लेनिंग दिस टू शो दैट इट इज़ नॉट अ प्रीमेडिटेटेड मर्डर. वी विल बी इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग and come to the conclusion whether ये जो कह रहा है कि on the spur of the moment ये fight हुआ है या actually premeditated murder है. We will come to the end, but it is murder in any case.